Hello everyone. I just want to do a update video on our 1966 Comanche. We call it Blue. I believe there's been quite a bit I've done to it since my last video. We have used it the last 2 years and put about 8,000 miles on it. So I think since last time we put the jacks on it. My friend and I built a pretty heavy-duty rear bumper and mounted the spare. I was using Jeep wheels on it. I am still using that bolt pattern. The issue with the Jeep wheels is that they have a really small hole, and the obviously the bearings hubs on trailers stick out quite a bit. So I actually picked up these aftermarket wheels and tires from somebody that is the Jeep bolt pattern, and they actually have a high offset, so on a Jeep I think they stick way out, but it actually worked perfect. I didn't have to use the spacers with this, and it actually worked perfectly. And it's a little bit shorter tire, which actually helped us stepping in and out of the camper. Not that my wife and I had issues, but we have a Chihuahua and he didn't like jumping up that high. So I thought I'd lose some weight from that and some wind resistance, which I think it did that, but the wheels are actually heavier than stock Jeep wheels. So let's see here. Let's go inside. So this is where we did our fridge. I think if we do it again, we might actually do the drawer style, but this one works pretty good. We just have to slide it out and open it up. So this thing works really good. The sink, yeah, I think I did have it up here. I moved it over just to give us a little bit more space there. And then the microwave, I watch a lot of videos. Some people never ever use a microwave. We are lazy campers. We don't really like to cook, so pretty much use a microwave for almost every meal. Then onto the bathroom, which has worked great. So basically, the windows, the toilet, the door, I bought really cheap off a salvage camper, and for the most part, it works pretty good. Yeah, it's a cheap plastic one, but it does the job. And then I used a 25 by 25 shop hand washing sink as the tub shower. It's not great. I mean, it does the job. I sweat a lot, so a lot of times I just want to do a quick rinse. You got the standard fan up there and just the standard hose. So the one thing I would do differently if I could do it again was I would actually probably move everything over, make the kitchen a little bit bigger, and just, change things. I kind of did it the way I did because I wanted to shove the black tank up as far as I could to the front of the camper, and it was just kind of a space constraint. If, once again, if I was going to do it again, I'd probably have a custom black tank that actually was V-shaped to go stick up kind of farther in the nose. I think that would have worked perfectly. But it is what it is. So let's see. Let's go to water system. Basically, I got the pump there. And the accumulation tank, it kind of helps with that thumping, and it does a pretty decent job. I had a space that I was going to put one of those instant hot water heaters in, but never got to it. And for the most part, even though we're about 50-50, about 50% of the time we're in a campground, the rest of the time we're just parking behind a gas station or an old restaurant that's been closed, just to get where we're going. Power system. So yes, I have the HQST, the 40 amp. I'm running 200 amp batteries and 24 volt setup, which was nice because I could use smaller wire. Got the cutoff switch and the 24 volt inverter. And then I was just using from Amazon a battery charger that can do pretty much every type of battery when I'm plugged into shore power. Oh, also on this, I don't use solar panels. Didn't want to spend the money, and I don't like parking in the sun unless I absolutely have to. So I actually wired it up. I did a 12 volt to 36 volt converter on my truck. So while we're driving down the road, I just plug it in and it would charge the battery super fast. And then I do, let's see here, I used a transfer switch. So basically when we are on shore power, the air conditioner, and I have some outlets for the microwave and any other use that would instantly go over it to shore power when we were plugged in. And then, yeah, I think I added some USB 12 volt ports, outlet for when I'm on battery power. So the one issue I had, here's my fuse, 12 volt fuse panel, is I was using this 24 to 12 volt drop down box. And my first one lasted all last year, all last winter, and our first trip in May when we went to New Mexico. And then we didn't go for a little bit, and we were getting ready to go to Oklahoma in September. And sometime we did use the camper in between, but I caught it luckily right before we left, and I ordered another one. And we went on a trip just a couple months ago to Oklahoma to the overland event there, which was awesome. And then we came back, and then I went to do something in the camper, and this one was dead already again. So it's weird. I don't know. The first one lasted almost 2 years. This one just a couple months. So basically to make that story quick, we are probably going to sell Blue. So now that we know we really enjoy camping, we are probably going to actually move up to a Nucamp. So, but that's a quick overview for the black tank. I'm still using, oh yeah, I did add the jack so I could flip it around. A waterproof Craftsman box. That thing was great. And then yes, I'm still using the macerator for sewage, which is great because basically I can just hook a hose up to this with these quick connects, and I just can power pump into sewage. So, and I added the city water. As for AC, we started off with it in the front window, which worked actually really good, but it was in the bathroom. My wife didn't really like that. And then I mounted it low inside, and this window unit was I was just trying to make do with this old lightweight window unit, and it would overheat. I was trying to suck cool air up from one side of the camper and hot from the other, and it would just keep overheating, and the compressor would shut off. So then actually on a trip, this was where the emergency window was at. It wasn't very secure, and on our trip to New Mexico, or was it Oklahoma, I can't remember, it actually flew off. So I mounted the AC here and just kind of put this wind block on it, and for the most part it works pretty good. But like I said, it's been a fun camper. I learned a lot. We are going to probably sell him because we are moving up to a Nucamp. We've looked at a lot of them, and it's about the same size, and the quality is just outstanding. And even though I had fun working on this, and I usually like to, use my own stuff, it comes to a time when you just want to stop working on stuff and just really enjoy being out. All right, catch you guys later.